Implementation of Advanced Defense Systems in 2024, a comprehensive overview. In 2024, the United States is poised to make a significant leap in its defense capabilities by investing $1.2 billion in advanced defense systems. This initiative focuses on integrating artificial intelligence, AI surveillance, and drone technology to improve operational efficiency and precision strikes. As global military dynamics evolve, particularly in response to conflicts like the recent Ukraine-Russia war, this investment is crucial for maintaining U.S. military superiority. 1. Context and necessity for investment. The urgency for modernization within the U.S. defense apparatus has never been more pronounced. Adversaries such as China and Russia have made substantial advancements in military technology, necessitating a swift response from the Pentagon. The effectiveness of inexpensive drones in Ukraine, where they were successfully employed against Russian forces, serves as a compelling case study. The U.S. military recognizes that it must adapt rapidly to these changing warfare dynamics, leveraging AI and drones for enhanced situational awareness and decision-making. 2. Strategic focus areas. 2.1 Enhanced AI and drone integration. The $1.2 billion investment will primarily focus on the following areas. AI surveillance. Utilizing AI for real-time data analysis will enhance the military's ability to make informed decisions quickly. AI algorithms can process vast amounts of surveillance data, identifying potential threats and optimizing responses. Drone technology. Advanced drones will be crucial in executing precision strikes with minimal collateral damage. This includes both reconnaissance drones for intelligence gathering and strike drones capable of engaging targets effectively. 2.2 Public-private partnerships. The Pentagon aims to foster collaboration between the Department of Defense (DoD) and private sector innovators. This partnership is essential for accelerating the development and deployment of cutting-edge technologies. By leveraging the agility of the private sector, the DoD can bypass some of the bureaucratic hurdles that have historically slowed down the acquisition process. 2.3 Agile procurement initiatives. The Army's Transformation in Contact initiative emphasizes the need for rapid integration of new technologies into combat units. This approach allows for real-time feedback and adaptation, ensuring that military forces remain agile and responsive to battlefield conditions. 3. Challenges and bureaucratic hurdles. While the push for modernization is clear, numerous challenges remain. Sources indicate that the U.S. defense acquisition process is often bogged down by bureaucratic obstacles. For instance, software approvals can take months, delaying the deployment of crucial technologies. Reforming the acquisition process is essential to allow for quicker adaptation to emerging threats. 4. Recent developments and future outlook. The investment in advanced defense systems aligns with broader military transformations that have been underway. Recent conflicts have demonstrated the effectiveness of drones and AI in modern warfare, prompting military leaders to re-evaluate their strategies. The Army's expansion of the Transformation in Contact initiative with additional funding highlights the commitment to integrating new technologies in live environments. 5. Timeline of events. 2024, the U.S. commits $1.2 billion to advanced defense systems focusing on AI and drone technology. 2025, ongoing developments in the Army's Transformation in Contact initiative, with a focus on testing new technologies in real-world scenarios. 2026 and beyond, continuous adaptation and integration of advanced defense technologies as the U.S. military prepares for future conflicts characterized by rapid technological advancements. 6. Conclusion. The 2024 investment in advanced defense systems marks a pivotal shift towards integrating cutting-edge technology into military operations. By focusing on AI surveillance and drone technology, the U.S. aims to enhance its military readiness and effectiveness in a complex global security environment. As adversaries evolve, so too must the strategies and technologies employed by the U.S. military to ensure national security and operational superiority. The content presents a comprehensive overview of the U.S. defense strategy focused on the implementation of advanced defense systems in 2024, particularly emphasizing a $1.2 billion investment in AI surveillance and drone technology. It highlights the urgency for modernization in response to evolving warfare dynamics, especially in light of recent conflicts such as Ukraine's drone attacks on Russia. Below are some counterintuitive points identified within the content. 1. Investment in AI and drones amid budget constraints. Traditionally, defense spending has been viewed as a reflection of military strength. However, the investment in AI and drone technology, while substantial, raises questions about prioritization. The $1.2 billion may seem significant, but it is a fraction of the overall defense budget. This suggests that the U.S. is relying on technological advancements rather than sheer military might, which could be seen as a shift from conventional military strategies. 2. The role of public-private partnerships. The narrative emphasizes collaboration between the Department of Defense (DoD) and private sector innovators to accelerate technology development. This approach counters the traditional view that government entities should rely solely on in-house capabilities. It suggests a paradigm shift where military effectiveness increasingly depends on commercial technological advancements, which could lead to tensions between traditional defense contractors and emerging tech startups. 3. Fast-tracking technology integration. The content indicates a shift toward more agile procurement processes and rapid technology integration into combat units. This contrasts with the historical bureaucracy associated with military procurement, where lengthy approval processes often delayed the deployment of new technologies. The implication is that in a rapidly changing threat environment, speed and flexibility are becoming more crucial than adhering to established procedures, which could undermine the stability and predictability traditionally associated with military planning. 4. Lessons from Ukraine's asymmetric warfare. The effectiveness of inexpensive drones in Ukraine challenges the notion that advanced military capabilities are always superior. The content suggests that low-cost, easily deployable technologies can have a disproportionate impact on traditional military forces. This realization may push the U.S. to rethink its procurement strategies and operational doctrines, potentially prioritizing low-cost solutions over expensive systems that may not guarantee success against unconventional tactics. 5. Bureaucratic obstacles to innovation. While there is a push for modernizing defense capabilities, the content reveals that outdated procurement practices and bureaucratic hurdles still pose significant challenges. This contradiction highlights a fundamental tension within the defense establishment. The desire to innovate rapidly exists alongside a system that is resistant to change. It raises questions about whether the U.S. military can effectively adapt to new realities while bound by legacy processes. 6. Focus on cyber and data integration. The emphasis on AI and data integration for command and control systems marks a departure from traditional military focus areas. This indicates a recognition that future warfare will increasingly rely on information dominance rather than just physical force. The shift could lead to a more intelligence-driven military strategy, which may not align with the traditional combat-centric view of military operations. 7. Potential for increased vulnerability. The content discusses the advancements in drone technology and AI, but also points to the vulnerabilities these systems introduce. The idea of no sanctuary suggests that even well-defended installations are at risk from inexpensive drone strikes. This realization contradicts the historical belief that strong defenses could guarantee security, indicating a need for a re-evaluation of defense strategies against non-traditional threats. 8. Integration of commercial technologies. The strategy of integrating commercial technologies into military applications suggests a blurring of lines between civilian and military capabilities. This could raise ethical and strategic concerns about reliance on technologies that are not specifically designed for military use. potentially leading to unforeseen consequences in combat scenarios. 9. Resilience versus over-reliance on technology. The push for rapid technological advancement may lead to an over-reliance on systems that can be vulnerable to hacking or electronic warfare. This creates a paradox where the very technologies intended to enhance operational efficiency may also introduce new risks, challenging the assumption that technological superiority automatically translates into military effectiveness. 10. Changing nature of warfare. The content points out that the changing character of warfare is not only about technological advancements but also about adapting to new forms of conflict. The reliance on drones and AI reflects a shift toward asymmetric warfare strategies that may not align with traditional military training and doctrines, potentially complicating the U.S. military's response to conflicts. In summary, the counterintuitive insights drawn from the content highlight a complex interplay between technology, operational strategy, and the evolving nature of warfare. The U.S. military's focus on integrating AI and drone technologies signifies a transformative shift in defense strategies that may challenge established norms and assumptions about military effectiveness and procurement practices. Important content in the report on advanced defense systems investment. The report on the United States' planned $1.2 billion investment in advanced defense systems for 2024 primarily focuses on the integration of artificial intelligence, AI surveillance, and drone technology. While many key points are highlighted, several specific elements and nuances are significant yet often overlooked. Here's an in-depth analysis of these aspects, their implications, and why they matter in the context of modern warfare and defense strategy. 1. The shift toward agile procurement practices. One significant detail that may be overlooked is the emphasis on agile procurement processes. The report mentions the Army's Transformation in Contact initiative, which aims to rapidly integrate new technologies into combat units. This approach is a departure from traditional procurement methods, which are often lengthy and bureaucratic. Significance. Speed and adaptability. In a rapidly evolving conflict landscape, the ability to quickly adapt and procure new technologies is crucial. The effectiveness of inexpensive drones in recent conflicts, notably in Ukraine, demonstrates the need for the U.S. military to be able to respond swiftly to emerging threats. Real-time feedback. By allowing soldiers to experiment and provide feedback on new technologies in real time, the Army can ensure that the systems developed meet actual battlefield needs. This iterative process enhances operational effectiveness and reduces the risk of deploying outdated or ineffective systems. 2. Public-private partnerships. The report emphasizes the necessity for collaboration between the Department of Defense (DoD) and private sector innovators. This partnership aims to accelerate the development and deployment of cutting-edge technologies. Significance. Innovation acceleration. The private sector often operates on a faster innovation cycle compared to government entities. By leveraging commercial technologies, the military can incorporate advancements that might otherwise take years to develop in-house. Cost efficiency. Engaging private companies can also lead to cost reductions as these firms compete to provide the best solutions at lower prices, allowing for more efficient use of defense budgets. 3. Focus on countering asymmetric threats. The report notes that the changing nature of warfare, particularly the low-cost, highly effective drone strategies employed by adversaries like Russia in Ukraine, necessitates a re-evaluation of U.S. military strategies. Significance. Understanding asymmetry. Asymmetric warfare tactics where weaker opponents exploit cheaper and more effective technologies challenge traditional military paradigms. Recognizing this trend is critical for U.S. military strategy, as it highlights the need for versatile and adaptable responses to unconventional threats. Future preparedness. By investing in AI and drone technologies, the U.S. aims to enhance its capacity to conduct precision strikes and surveillance, ensuring it remains competitive against adversaries employing similar strategies. 4. Integration of AI in command and control systems. The report discusses the integration of AI into military operations, particularly in command and control systems, data analysis, and logistical support. Significance: operational efficiency. AI has the potential to streamline operations. From processing vast amounts of data for intelligence analysis to automating logistical chains. This efficiency can reduce the decision-making time during critical operations, giving U.S. forces a strategic advantage. Real-time data utilization. The ability to analyze data in real time allows military leaders to make informed decisions, quickly adapting strategies as the battlefield conditions change. 5. Bureaucratic challenges in software approvals. An often overlooked aspect is the report's mention of bureaucratic obstacles within the DoD that delay the adoption of new technologies. The discussion around the need for reform in the acquisition process to allow for faster software approvals is critical. Significance: innovation bottlenecks. Delays in software approval can prevent warfighters from accessing crucial technologies needed for modern warfare, ultimately hampering operational effectiveness. Addressing these bottlenecks is vital for ensuring that the military can leverage the latest advancements in technology. Cultural shift required. Beyond procedural changes, there is a need for a cultural shift within the DoD to embrace innovation and agility, moving away from legacy systems and thinking that may no longer serve contemporary military needs. 6. Emerging threats from non-traditional warfare. The report touches upon the implications of low-cost, commercially available drone technologies as used by adversaries. Significance: vulnerability assessment. The successful drone strikes by Ukraine against Russian military assets underline the vulnerabilities of traditional military strategies and platforms. This awareness can drive the development of more effective countermeasures and defensive strategies. Strategic reassessment. The emergence of such technologies calls for a comprehensive reassessment of U.S. military doctrine, which may need to incorporate lessons learned from recent conflicts to remain relevant and effective. 7. Investment in drone technology and defense infrastructure. The focus on enhancing drone capabilities and integrating them into various military operations is significant, particularly in light of their effectiveness in modern conflicts. Significance: force multiplication. Drones can serve as force multipliers, allowing smaller units to achieve greater effects on the battlefield. Investing in these technologies can enhance the U.S. military's operational capabilities. Infrastructure resilience. As demonstrated in Ukraine, the effective use of drones can disrupt enemy operations and infrastructure. Investing in drone technology not only enhances offensive capabilities but also contributes to the resilience of U.S. military infrastructure against similar asymmetric threats. Conclusion: while the report outlines the substantial investment in advanced defense systems, it is essential to recognize these nuanced aspects that may otherwise be overlooked. The integration of AI and drone technologies, the emphasis on agile procurement, and the need for innovative public-private partnerships all play critical roles in shaping the future of U.S. military operations. Understanding and addressing these factors will be pivotal in ensuring that the U.S. can effectively respond to evolving threats in an increasingly complex security landscape. 1. Increased emphasis on AI and drones. The investment of $1.2 billion in advanced defense systems in 2024 signals a significant shift towards the integration of artificial intelligence, AI, and drone technology within U.S. military operations. This emphasizes the military's focus on leveraging AI for enhanced surveillance capabilities and operational decision-making, which are critical for executing precision strikes. The success of low-cost drone attacks observed in recent conflicts, particularly in Ukraine, underscores the necessity for the U.S. to adapt its military strategies to incorporate these technologies effectively. This point warrants in-depth analysis regarding the implications of AI on warfare dynamics, the ethical considerations of autonomous weapons, and the potential for AI to influence command and control structures within the military. 2. Urgent need for modernization. The changing nature of warfare, as evidenced by the effectiveness of inexpensive drones in Ukraine, highlights the urgent need for modernization within the U.S. defense apparatus. This modernization is not only about updating technology but also involves rethinking strategies, procurement processes, and operational tactics to counter emerging threats posed by adversaries like China and Russia. A detailed discussion around the historical context of military modernization, the challenges of bureaucratic inertia, and the role of innovative technologies in reshaping military strategies would provide insights into how the U.S. can maintain its competitive edge in a rapidly evolving global security landscape. 3. Public-private partnerships. The investment showcases a strong call for collaboration between the Department of Defense (DoD) and private sector innovators to accelerate the development and deployment of new technologies. This collaboration is essential for fostering innovation, as the private sector often has the agility to develop cutting-edge solutions faster than traditional military procurement processes allow. An analysis of successful public-private partnerships in defense, the challenges of integrating commercial technologies into military applications, and the potential for such collaborations to drive technological advancements would be valuable in understanding how the DoD can enhance its operational capabilities. 4. Focus on agile procurement. The Army's Transformation in Contact initiative represents a paradigm shift towards integrating new technologies directly into combat units for real-time feedback and adaptation. This agile procurement approach contrasts sharply with traditional military acquisition processes, which are often lengthy and cumbersome. A thorough examination of the implications of agile procurement, including its potential to enhance the military's responsiveness to emerging threats, the cultural shifts required within the DoD to embrace this model, and case studies of effective agile procurement in practice would contribute to a deeper understanding of how the military can evolve to meet the demands of modern warfare. These 4 points encompass critical aspects of the strategic investment in advanced defense systems, each deserving of detailed exploration to fully grasp their implications for future military operations and defense policy. 1. The Gulf War 1990–1991. The Gulf War marked a significant turning point in military technology, particularly with the use of precision-guided munitions (PGMs). The U.S.-led coalition employed advanced targeting systems and GPS-guided bombs, which allowed for unprecedented accuracy in airstrikes. This conflict showcased the effectiveness of integrating technology into warfare, setting a precedent for future military operations. The successful application of these technologies underscored the importance of investing in advanced defense systems and real-time intelligence, mirroring the current focus on AI and drones. 2. Operation Enduring Freedom 2001–2014. In Afghanistan, the U.S. military extensively used unmanned aerial vehicles (UAVs) for surveillance and targeted strikes. Reshaping military tactics. Drones like the Predator and Reaper facilitated remote strikes with minimal risk to personnel and allowed for persistent surveillance over hostile areas. The integration of drones into military operations highlighted the effectiveness of unmanned systems in achieving precision strikes and intelligence gathering, paralleling the current emphasis on enhancing drone technology and AI-driven decision-making in modern warfare. 3. The War in Ukraine 2022–present. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine has demonstrated the transformative impact of drones and AI in contemporary warfare. Ukraine's use of low-cost, commercially available drones for reconnaissance and strike missions has proven effective against significantly larger forces, particularly in targeting Russian military assets. This conflict has catalyzed a re-evaluation of traditional military strategies and procurement practices. Similar to the U.S. initiative to invest in advanced defense systems focused on AI surveillance and drone technology, the lessons learned from Ukraine's innovative use of technology are shaping military doctrines and procurement strategies globally. In light of the U.S. Department of Defense's DoD commitment to invest $1.2 billion in advanced defense systems in 2024, particularly focusing on artificial intelligence, AI surveillance, and drone technology, the future outlook for military operations and defense strategies appears increasingly shaped by technological advancements. As the nature of warfare evolves, the implications of this investment will likely ripple across various domains, influencing operational efficiency, strategic planning, and international relations. 1. Enhanced operational efficiency through AI and drones. The integration of AI into military operations promises to revolutionize how forces conduct missions. AI capabilities will enhance surveillance and reconnaissance operations, enabling real-time data analysis and decision-making. As seen in recent conflicts, such as Ukraine's effective use of drones against Russian forces, the ability to leverage low-cost unmanned systems for precision strikes will be paramount. The U.S. military's shift toward AI-driven systems aims to minimize casualties and maximize operational effectiveness, reflecting a broader trend in modern warfare that prioritizes technology over traditional combat methods. 2. Rapid adaptation to evolving threats. The urgency to modernize the U.S. defense apparatus stems from the advancements made by adversaries like China and Russia. As these nations invest heavily in AI and drone technologies, the U.S. must remain competitive. The 2024 investment signals a proactive approach to counter emerging threats, focusing on agile procurement processes that allow for the rapid acquisition and deployment of new technologies. This strategy not only enhances the military's capability but also ensures readiness in the face of unexpected challenges. 3. Public-private partnerships and innovation. The call for collaboration between the DoD and private sector innovators is expected to foster a vibrant ecosystem of technological development. By engaging with startups and established tech companies, the military can accelerate the development of cutting-edge technologies. Initiatives like the Pentagon's AI Fight Club exemplify this approach, providing a platform for testing AI algorithms in simulated combat scenarios. Such partnerships will likely lead to innovations that enhance military capabilities and drive the defense sector's transformation. 4. Agile procurement and transformation in combat. The Army's Transformation in Contact initiative embodies a significant shift in how military forces acquire and implement new technologies. By integrating systems directly into combat units for real-time feedback, the Army can adapt more swiftly to changing battlefield conditions. This agile approach will enable forces to leverage commercial technologies and respond to evolving threats more effectively, potentially leading to a more dynamic and versatile military structure. 5. Challenges of bureaucratic obstacles. Despite the positive outlook, the DoD faces significant bureaucratic challenges that could hinder innovation. The lengthy software approval processes and outdated procurement practices can delay the adoption of essential technologies. Reforming these processes will be crucial to maintaining a competitive edge in a rapidly changing technological landscape. The success of the investment hinges on the DoD's ability to streamline acquisition procedures and foster a culture of innovation. 6. Global implications and strategic competition. The U.S. investment in advanced defense systems is not only a national security measure but also a strategic response to the shifting balance of power in global politics. As NATO members increase their defense spending in response to security threats, the U.S. must position itself as a leader in military technology. The emphasis on AI and drone capabilities will likely influence alliances, partnerships, and geopolitical dynamics. As countries seek to enhance their military capabilities in alignment with technological advancements. 7. Future of warfare, an asymmetric advantage. The growing reliance on AI and drones suggests a future where asymmetric warfare becomes more prevalent. Lower-cost unmanned systems can deliver significant strategic advantages, allowing smaller nations or non-state actors to challenge more formidable military powers. This shift will necessitate a re-evaluation of traditional military strategies, emphasizing deterrence and defense against unconventional threats. 8. Ethical and operational considerations. As the U.S. military increasingly adopts AI and drone technology, ethical considerations surrounding autonomous warfare will come to the forefront. The potential for autonomous systems to make life-or-death decisions raises questions about accountability and moral responsibility in combat. Establishing clear ethical guidelines and operational protocols will be essential to navigate these challenges and maintain public trust in military operations. Conclusion: the anticipated investment in advanced defense systems in 2024 marks a critical juncture in the evolution of U.S. military capabilities. By embracing AI and drone technology, the U.S. aims to enhance its operational efficiency, adapt to emerging threats, and maintain a competitive edge in global security. However, the success of this initiative will depend on addressing bureaucratic obstacles, fostering innovation through public-private partnerships, and navigating the ethical complexities of modern warfare. As the landscape of conflict continues to change, the ability to leverage technology effectively will be a defining factor in the future of military operations.